Welcome to Photoplay's YouTube channel and welcome to Tuesdays with Tina. My name is Tina Smith and today I'm excited to share a project with you. We're going to create a fall card using the Photoplay Papers Meadows Glow 12 by 12 collection pack. It's a beautiful collection with beautiful fall themes, and we're also going to be using the Meadows Glow stamp set. There's a couple of stamp sets, let me show you, that coordinate with the Meadows Glow collection, and this is great for mixed media, and I just love these. We're going to be using this one because it has greetings, and I thought we'd make a welcome autumn card. Let's jump in and trim down some pattern papers. The pattern papers that we're going to be using are 12 by 12 sheets. I just trimmed mine down, and I'm going to give you the names because most of your favorite craft stores will sell these individually. These are just stunning, and I was very partial to this beautiful imagery down here, and I thought this would be perfect for a mini slimline card. We're going to be using Happy Harvest and So Grateful, and I want to create a panel using these beautiful florals, and then the sticker sheet that goes with the Meadows Glow has some beautiful florals in here that I thought we would accent with this. So let's trim this down, and rather than use the paper trimmer, what I'm going to do is use a die. This die set is from the Photoplay Papers Say It With Stamps Notebook Banners die set. This will fit a mini slimline card beautifully. We're going to die cut out this piece here. I'm going to tape it down and run this through my die cut machine. I'm actually going to trim off this side here. And I will be right back. My panel's die cut, and I did leave the border on. We're actually going to cover that with a piece of white cardstock. I kind of want to extend this a little bit because we're going to put a sticker on the very bottom here. This is 3/4 inches tall, and it is 3 1/4 inches wide, although we're going to be trimming the sides of this. I have a panel that is going to go perfectly for our card base. I'm using the Photoplay Papers Say It With Stamps mini slimline card base. These are so nice. They're great price point, and all you do, there's a score line. All you do is reinforce that score line with your bone folder, and you have an instant mini slimline card. The nice thing is there's coordinating envelopes for your slimline card, and you are all set when you finish your card, which makes it very nice for even a note card set. This will fit perfectly in here. So this is my mini slimline card. I created a panel with this pattern paper. This is slightly smaller. The mini slimline size is 3 1/2 inches wide by 6 1/4 inches tall. This panel here is 3 1/4 inches wide by 6 inches tall. So it's just slightly smaller. Since I'm creating a vintage look, what I'm going to do is take some brown ink. In our stamp set we have this beautiful floral pattern. I'm going to take that and put this on an acrylic block. Since this is new, I'm going to rub my hands over it. And then using my brown ink, I'm going to go just over one side of it, and I'm going to add some print on my background here. Let's add a little bit more here. We'll stamp here. And I'll stamp in this corner. And we're going to stamp on this corner. Basically, we're getting all the corners. I love that look. And before we put our ink away, I'm going to bring in a blending brush, pick up some of this brown ink, and I'm going to add a little bit of color to the edges of this panel. So I trimmed a little bit off the right here, and I did lower the sticker some here, just so it's centered more on our background panel. Now we're going to stamp our greeting. To stamp our greeting, I'm going to bring in my stamping positioner. I'm going to stamp my Welcome Autumn in this upper portion here. I'm going to use that same brown ink to stamp my greeting in the upper right corner here. I'm going to stamp it a couple times to get a really nice impression. And I love that greeting. I love scripty fonts with traditional letters. So our greeting is now stamped. Now in our sticker sheets, we have some borders. I'm going to use both of them on my card. So I'll lift up this first, well, let's lift up this zigzag edge first. And I'm going to add it to the very bottom of our card here. What I like to do is tack it down and then trim. That way there's no waste. And then I'll take the second border and we're going to add that right above that first border we adhered. To fill in this gap, I'm going to use the reverse side of this pattern paper, and we're just going to trim down a thin strip. We'll go a 1/2 inch strip, and I'm going to adhere this over the seam here. Any excess we're going to just trim away. And then we are going to go ahead and take some twine. I have some white twine, and we're going to wrap it around this bottom area. To adhere the twine, I'm going to add some adhesive to the back. I'm going to take one end, tack it down, and I'm going to wrap it around this middle section. And I'm going to go through maybe 3 times, kind of crisscrossing it. Maybe 4 times. And then I'll flip this around and I'm going to tack the end on the reverse side. I'm going to add some foam tape behind here, and we're going to pop this up on our Mini Slimline. I'm going to bring back our sticker sheet, and we're going to add those florals I mentioned earlier. I just think this is so pretty. Also in our set, we have a butterfly, a beautiful butterfly. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to add a thin strip of foam tape right down the middle. And then I'm going to use my anti-static powder tool over the back after I put my foam tape in the middle. What this is going to do is just going to remove the tackiness from the sticker, and then I can fluff up these wings for a little dimension. And I'm going to add the butterfly to the flower also, just removing the release paper. We're going to add it right next to the flower. We're going to finish the card off by adding a button, and I like to cover up the bottom of that sticker just for a more finished look. And then I tied a bow with that same twine that we used to wrap around here. We're going to add a glue dot behind the knot of the bow, and we're going to add this to the center of the button. And then for finishing touches, I'm going to bring in some gems. And then I'm also going to bring in a little bit of sparkle to the wings here. I'm going to bring in some glitter glue, and I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle over some sections of the butterfly. And that will finish off my card project today for PHOTOPLAY paper. We created a mini slimline card with the Meadows Glow 12 by 12 collection pack. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a lovely day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.